Palmerston North Square was filled with the roar of the Borers during Hilux New Zealand Rural Games weekend as New Zealand's top speed fencers battled to find the champion of their trade. After a series of quick-fire heats and semi-finals, 8 of the country's top fencers were whittled down to just 3.
In the final, they've got to run a couple of guide wires. They've got to put a diagonal stay assembly in and breastplate, and then they'll dig 2 posts in the ground. So it's just like a 2 guide wire fence, so ready to sort of carry on.
Well, we'll try and figure out what that all means by watching. Let's go.
The final featured Tony Bauskell, son of Golden Pliers champ Shane Bauskell, Waipukurau's Jason Van Beers, and 2-time defending champion Matt Jones from Levin.
So Matt's just cutting his wire off there, and he'll tie his bottom wire on, and so the way he ties this on is vital to the strength of that wire. So he's doing what's called a termination knot there. So this is quite a specialist knot that you do for the end of a fence, and like he's making a real nice job of that. It's a lot of points taken off for the finish of that knot. Tony here has already strained up his bottom wire, and that's to give him the line of his fence, and so he's now marking his stay, and he'll make sure that stays dug in line with his wire, so it doesn't sort of push the angle out in the wrong direction. So we've got Jason's here. Jason's just cutting his stay, chainsawing, so you make the most of the size of the stay block. So try and work out to a 3-inch square end to it, and he's just getting his plane out there to make that look nice and tidy. So Matt up the far end is starting to put post holes in. Tony up this end's starting to dig his stay in the ground. So what Matt's doing now is he's sticking the flat side of that post to the wire, and he's going to make sure that that's to height. So we've got a height of 1,175 millimetres from the ground level, and he's making sure that the face of that post is flat against those wires. He's got a different technique than some of these other guys. So Tony on the far side there hasn't put any posts in the ground yet, but he's got to stay in the ground. So it's just everybody's got a different technique in how they work. This stage of the competition, they're sort of starting to kick in a real lactic acid sort of build up in the blood. So they haven't had a drink in the last sort of half hour or so. So they're starting to feel it now. Matt's just wrapping his last wire there now, and you think he's just about finished there. He'll make sure that's plumb up and down, because that's one of the judging criteria. It's going to be calling time within minutes, I would imagine.
Matt Jones was first to complete his fence, with Tony Bauskell finishing second and Jason Van Beers third. But speed fencing is as technical as it is physical. So with the judges running their eye over the 3 fences, it was Tony Bauskell who took the title of New Zealand's speed fencing champion, with 2-time champion Matt Jones having to settle for second this year. Van Beers claimed third, and Tony Bauskell's father Shane ended the competition in 4th.
Well, Tony, congratulations. How are you feeling about that's quite a victory, considering you're, I guess, a bit of an outsider, would you say?
Yeah, well, it's the first time I've done it, so yeah, it's pretty good. Feeling pretty stoked.
And what was it like out there today?
Really intense. Yeah, it's quite nervous too.
Well done, congratulations, and a big future.